crashing. Man, man.
They still didn't even announce a price.
Man, it's coming out next year.
Oh God.
Well, the NGP price, I'll tell you this much, that the whole show was flamers. The whole show was full of flamers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this year's E3 in general was disappointing.
I don't even know what to expect next year.
I don't expect nothing.
Damn. Because I'm telling you that, like, Microsoft press conference just set the tone for the whole show. It's like if they sucked the energy out of everyone. It's like everyone showed up like ready for
for amazement.
The year of the hardcore gamer, and they just showed like 3 games, and then they said that's it. Now let's go play with like what, Cookie Monster and Felix the Cat or some crap. You know, like, and then they're like, okay, then we're like, whoa, where's the answer to home? All right, we bring you to Disneyland.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Connected, and let you fly around, and little kids reading scripts saying, "This is so cool."
This is not cool.
We know this stuff is scripted.
Anyway, you don't got living room space for that. I don't got living room space for that. It don't work.
Yeah.
And if we do that, if I bounce around like that in my house, my neighbor from downstairs is going to throw a Molotov cocktail through my window, because it just doesn't work like that. We live in the ghetto. PS3, to sum up all of the shows, the PS3 looks like
disappointing.
It didn't look as disappointing as I thought it was going to be. I understand that there were a lot of like weird people, but seriously, I had to do a double take on that one. But there are a lot of weird people. But David Jaffe and the Twisted Metal, I'll tell you that, you know, that game's going to be good no matter what. It's going to stay strong. He should at least name it something. It can't just be Twisted Metal.
Well, they're probably trying to restart the franchise on
another reboot. I'm gonna boot him in the behind.
Yes, you will.
Man.
Right, so I'm guessing they're setting that up so there can be, you know, Twisted Metal 2 or something, or they'll just name it something else in like 3 years or something if they do another one.
I don't know. They should at least, you know, it should be a sequel, not a reimagining. Then you got what, Ratchet and Crank, Ratchet and Crank.
Ratchet and Crank, the beginning.
No, Ratchet and Clank, All for One, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, these are stuff they did not show at the press conference, but they did show on the PlayStation blog today.
Journey.
And yesterday. Journey, which is supposed to be coming out in the fall.
So we got things to look forward to with Journey, and just like I mentioned.
And they did say Ico and Shadow of the Colossus are coming out September. It has a release date, like September 27th, I think.
Right. So
in the Americas.
At least PlayStation is moving. You know, they're moving, and they had a point towards their the press conference had a point. Games are coming. We're here for you.
And we have portable. We got NGP coming.
And we got a NGP and a price point.
And let's just explain this to everybody. We know it's terrible that they went with AT&T. I'll be the first to admit that. But when you think about it, why do you think they went with AT&T? They just launched Xperia Play, the Sony Ericsson Xperia Play, exclusive to Verizon. So why in the world would they go for Vita to be exclusive to AT&T? I'll tell you why. Money. I am sure AT&T gave them a bucket load of money. And that amount of money very likely allowed them to drop the price point down to $250 for the Wi-Fi only version.
Essentially AT&T purchased each unit at
pretty
full
much
price.
Because we all know the tech that's in the NGP, and that there is pretty much no way they're not taking a loss by selling the Wi-Fi only version for $250. Who's making up for that? AT&T. I think Sony went ahead and said, all right, we will make it exclusive. If we'll get enough money, we can drop the price. People won't buy the 3G version, I know, but we just want the thing out there.
Right. Plus, you'll get a kickback for every person who signs up with a data plan.
Exactly. So, and because there will be people who will do it. So we will get the device out there. People will not be able to complain because it's the exact same price as the 3DS. And they can get the thing, it'll be cool, and there we are. So Sony took the hit, kind of, by going with AT&T so that they can get the price down. So think of it that way. I personally will not be buying the 3G version. But either way, I'll be getting one, and that's the point.
Look, Ken basically came out there and he said, listen, the look on his face was...
Kazuo
Kazurai. Ken, yeah.
I know, you can never get it right, but it's okay.
Ken Kazuya, whatever his name. Kazurai. He came out there and he
Kazuhayashi,
his evil twin.
Evil twin.
He's making the true successor to the PSP, the PSP 2.
PSP squared.
Seriously. But he came out there and the look on his face was basically like when he mentioned AT&T, he did not acknowledge it. Yeah, he was just like, this is for you because $500, $600 at launch. So basically, he didn't really care. He was like, screw you.
He's like, look, yeah, we did this so we can get this price.
Right.
So take it.
The price that you wanted. So, I mean, without actually saying that, because of course you can't just say that.
Yeah, obviously.
So, because then AT&T will pull
yeah,
for them being unprofessional.
Right back.
Yeah, right back at $599.
With $400.
Just like they did with the original PS. Look, people were complaining no matter what. You don't have to get the Wi-Fi. I mean, you don't have to get the 3G one. You can get the Wi-Fi one and not have to worry about it and use the Wi-Fi at your house or use the Wi-Fi at McDonald's or at Starbucks or anywhere where you can get yourself a greasy burger and get those pants big and fat. And, get those pants.
Listen to the song at the end, people.
Yeah, listen to the ending song because it is hilarious. MC Explicit dropping another dime. They did it for the gamer, and it's going to be $249, and it's going to be awesome for the technology is going to be great. Forget about the games. Let's just say you want to run homebrew and you want to hack the beast to death. You're going to be able to use a lot of things. It's going to be your personal PDA. It's going to be your personal whatever. You can have dual touchscreens back and forth.
Just do it.
Yeah, and thanks Sony. They went with AT&T so that you can get it at a decent price.
OLED.
A touchpad. No, who has a touchpad on the back? Nobody has that.
Nobody has that. And then not only that, but then you'll have money in your pocket so that you can go to the store and pick up the Resistance bundle with the TV.
True.
Awesome.
So you can get the 3D stuff. Yeah, we did not get to talk about that earlier.
Yeah.
But that's actually a pretty good deal.
So we're gonna mash it up. But right, I'll tell you that this TV thing is really cool. That really stole the show. They shouldn't have. I don't know. They shouldn't have announced it the way they did. It kind of was like... Yeah,
it was kind of like, it's just kind of in the middle of everything.
Yeah, oh, by the way, it does this. And everyone's like, what?
Yeah, oh, by the way, you can, multiplayer, both of you guys can look at the same screen and you'll see the different screens. What?
Yeah.
It totally eliminates... See, now take this, Nintendo, with your tablet touch screen new controller thing. With that controller, that would eliminate, anyone cheating for a split screen or something and looking on your screen, or like when you're playing a game, when you're playing football or something, you're calling plays, anyone looks to see what you choose. But so does this. With 3D and these two glasses and two players will see the absolute different image, it automatically eliminates that with the TV. Mm-hmm. So no need for a special controller, even though NGP can do exactly what the Nintendo Stream, Wii U does.
Right.
So don't think that it can't be done, and don't think that voice recognition stuff that Microsoft is doing can't be done with the PlayStation Eye either. All it requires is software.
But you know what? Also, I noticed
those firmware updates y'all guys like to complain about.
You know what? Also, I noticed. I noticed that while they were playing the Wii U, going back to Nintendo, that there was only one of those LCD controllers per console, and when they showed multiplayer, they showed two Wiimotes and one controller.
Yep.
So
they never showed multiple controllers together. I wonder. Now, remember last year? Remember 2 years? Nope. Was it last year? Yep. Remember last year when what's his name? Miyamoto got up on the stage and told everyone to turn off their cell phones because their Wi-Fi signals was messing up the signal from the Wii.
Jigga, please.
For real. But I wonder, how do you think that's going to work with these new consoles, with these new controllers?
That's gonna be crazy.
Because they still have not, again, without the details, they still haven't told us how the controller communicates with the console.
Right.
Is it Bluetooth? Is it...
I hope it's going to be something like the Wavebird.
Even when Jeff was nice, I think that was at the beginning of the interview, Jeff didn't press that one, on what the range is for the controller. Because you can't just take it away completely from the console. It has to be within the range of the console.
Right.
So,
if it's
what's
like
the range?
Wavebird, okay, if it's like the Wavebird, then you can take it like anywhere in your house.
It can't be Bluetooth because Bluetooth won't stream video fast enough.
No, it can't be Bluetooth. It has to be radio waves.
Which is going to get mad interference.
Maybe you'll sneak up on some satellite TV.
Cell phones will interfere with radio waves.
Possible. But the Wavebird is a controller that never had any problems with interference. I mean, very seldom did I ever hear anything. And you can play it right like through a wall, and that thing will be crazy. That is like one of Nintendo's best inventions ever. Is the Wavebird controller that I still have.
Another thing they neglected.
Yeah, they did. They should have. That technology should have been, instead of going with the stupid Wiimote, they should have continued the Wavebird technology on the Wii. Probably wouldn't have called it the Wii either, but
I would have called it the Raven.
The Raven.
Quoth the Raven nevermore.
Nintendo. Look, if Nintendo would have came back, like I mentioned earlier, to the Super Nintendo roots and said, "Listen, guys, we're gonna release Mario, Zelda, all these things back, like Super Metroid 2. Oh my God, that would have been awesome. I would have like Super Metroid 2, Super Mario RPG 2.
Yeah, that would be cool. Super Mario RPG 2.
Star Fox 2.
Not yet. Oh God, not just Star Fox 64 again.
No. Oh yeah.
Come on.
For the 3DS.
It was new games.
But it was cool. It was cool.
It didn't give you the video thing for your friends over their heads.
When you're playing,
I mean, it's tacked on to the old game upscale to 3D.
Yeah. So it was all right. It wasn't something that's like, I can't believe Mario.
Make a new game.
Don't get any on you. All right. Well, for podcast 3 above, we've talked enough about E3. Let's let the beast rest.
Oh, and by the way, Sly 4 is not being developed by Sucker Punch.
What? We'll leave that for another podcast. We'll see you guys later.
Nowadays, kids be into that hacking craze. When I was a jit, hacking referred to placing a split. Today, these people's carving on your hard drive. They only hit PSN, what about Xbox Live? Uproar started with GeoHot. That buster broke free of the OS in one shot. Then Sony retaliating. Sickened the lawyers on blogs all night, they be debating. As CEO, our champion of the video game spot, the free service would end, aware we were not. Come the faithless day. Kids across the world wake up to play. Dreams fresh in the mind as the power button began to shine. A network era was out of design. Shattered the illusions till the end of time. Gaming networks ablaze with stories of Sony's raid. Jim Sterling's uproar was nothing more than a tirade. Those who hated the PSN showed true colors, my friend. Why do these punks need to do damage? Can Anonymous create useful things for all? To that I do challenge. Instead of ruining people's days, they can't make something for us to shout in praise. Working a 9 to 5, sweat and grind. Come home with no online PSN, cause I earn it. Puts a brother up for the pen, and I would deserve it. As we be creatures of habit, turning on my TV with no single, I can't have this. Wife and kid acting up. Lord, please make them shut up. Before I join my man Ralphie, shot up his family, so I dust off my Wii, greeted by my me. I made to look like President Obama. What the hell am I doing? Realizations like cold waters put the Wii off the TV, dos for Danya. If Cole were real, he'd be overlooking the world while I sleep, he watching out for me. Take point, prevent any catastrophe. Kudo and Reggie be trying to infiltrate my dreams. Xbox and Wii Inception, implanting dirty schemes. But my man Cole shoot right away with lightning beams. True though it seems, this was just in my dreams. Wake up on the floor, Cheeto stains on my drawers. CNN blasting news about the hijack. Credit cards at risk, call my bank, better not crack. Was on hold for like seemed to be ever. Thick-voiced woman came, greeting starts, but I sever. Quick, shut down my Macy's and JC's line under unlimited credit. Her reply, date of birth and zip for authentication. Woman, don't you know I'm about to commit an altercation? May 31st, online PSN, finally full up my thirst. Even with login